everyone. Welcome to the Forgotten Friends Wrestling Podcast. I'm Big Cuff Daddy Glenn Cuff, your host. I should be joined here shortly by none other than Mr. Otis himself. I know some of y'all probably confused that we're doing this show on a Thursday after I put out a post that we were going to do a show on starting streaming on Saturdays. I just want to clarify. I did have a death of a close friend who was like family. Got the call Wednesday that he passed away, and their funeral arrangements were already made for this weekend. So I had to hurry and either make a decision on canceling the show or doing the show today. I reached out to my other Forgotten Friends castmates, and Mr. Otis said that he would be able to make it. So I'm just waiting on him. He's running a little late, but whenever he gets here, he's going to join us. But yeah, my friend, who's like a brother to me, Mr. James Curtis Martin, he was a fan of the show. He was a big wrestling fan himself. Condolences go out to his wife and kids and the rest of his family and stuff. I will be going to attend his funeral and everything, so that's the reason why we're doing this show today, Thursday. So prayers, for the family of the Martin family and condolences to them. But we got a lot of wrestling to talk about. We're going to jump right into it. We had some events happen this past weekend. I know PWX had a show, Rise of a Champion. I didn't make that because something came up. And then there was an NWA show on Sunday, Back for the Attack. That's what the pay-per-view was called. I did not get a chance to see that, but I do have the results of both Rise of a Champion and Back for the Attack. And then there was Fastlane, which I did get a chance to watch. And I'm going to get into that. We're going to probably get into Fastlane when Mr. Otis gets here so he can give his take along with my take on what happened at Fastlane and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and get right on into the results here for PWX and NWA Back for the Attack. NWA's Back for the Attack results. Now, I'm not familiar with all these guys. Some of these guys, this was my first time hearing of them, but I did get the results. So if you missed it, you can either, go on, I think it's Fight TV that they're on, order their pay-per-view from there, or go to NWA.com, NWAWrestling.com, and I guess they can instruct you there on how to order the encore of their pay-per-view. But here are the results for those pay-per-views. Slice Boogie defeated Crimson, Jax Dane, and Jordan Clearwater in a fatal four-way match. The next match, Tyrus defeated J.R. Kratos. Tyrus, in case you don't know who he is formerly known as Brodus Clay from WWE. This is his return to the ring after some time, after a hiatus. I know he did some political analyst work for I think Fox News or somebody. But yeah, this is his return to the ring, and he got a big W there and at NWA Back for the Attack. The Pope defeated the Pope and Thomas Latimer. Their match went to a draw. That was for the NWA television title. There was a time limit draw, so neither guy was said to be the winner. So it's still your NWA television champion, the Pope. The next match was a number one contenders match for the NWA women's title, and it was contested by none other than Thunder Rosa, who we've all been seeing on AEW as of late on Dynamite. She was defeated by none other than Camille, who I think used to be a valet for Nick Aldis. So that was a big upset right there. Shit, man. Damn, it's all good. I wouldn't soak it up. But yeah, Camille defeated Thunder Rosa. She's now the new number one contender for the NWA women's title. I guess somewhere in the future she's going to take on Serena Deeb, who's the NWA Women's Champion.
They've been pushing Camille though for a while.
Yeah. But it was a surprise that she beat Thunder Rosa, though. I was like, that's a huge upset.
That means either Thunder Rosa. No, wait, didn't she just re-sign with? I'm about to say.
I bet she probably did.
I said in that case, somebody sound like she might be going to AEW.
Well, you talking about with Thunder Rosa?
Yeah. Didn't she?
I don't know.
I feel like she just re-signed the contract with
she either re-signed with the NWA or she might be signed with damn AEW now. I ain't heard no word yet on if she signed with them or not.
Yeah, they've been. But the thing is, like I said, they've been building Camille up too for like the past. I want to say they've been building her up for a while.
Yeah.
I remember when I was watching NWA, like she was just like, I'm not sure if she's still doing like the whole silent thing. I know she was like,
I think
silent.
I think she is talking now. I think since she's been struck out on her own and not with Nick Aldis and stuff, so she might be cutting promos now.
She'll probably take. I think she'll be the one who takes the belt off of Serena.
Yeah. Next match, Trevor Murdoch, who is the NWA National Heavyweight Champion, defeated Chris Adonis, who we probably all know as Chris Masters from WWE. So he's still National Heavyweight Champion.
I can't believe Trevor Murdoch has a damn belt in 2021. Yeah, that's just why I started laughing. Like, Trevor Murdoch has a belt? Wait, what?
Yeah, well, he's sort of been on a hot streak as of late. You know, I guess getting some more relevancy back, you know, in his career and stuff. But yeah, so big ups to him on retaining. And the main event of this pay-per-view, none other than Nick Aldis versus Aaron Stevens for the NWA Heavyweight title. And as you can tell, Nick Aldis defeated Aaron Stevens. I think they did a little bit of, I think they did do a tribute to both Josephus and Jim Crockett Jr., who recently passed away. I know Austin Idol was on commentary during this match too, so that was a big deal. But Nick Aldis winds up retaining against Aaron Stevens.
He's had a really good. Like we always talk about like the AEW titles and the WWE and Impact. But he's had a really good title run.
Yeah.
And
he brought back relevancy to the NWA title and stuff.
Like I said, so when you talk about relevancy, he actually brought back like the whole like carry. Like he's to me like the only champion right now that, well, outside of Lashley, who carries himself like a champion.
Yeah.
Like he comes out there with the suits and stuff.
He talks about like he brings prestige to the title because he makes the title like that's his life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what he works for, is to become champion, not just get it for all the perks of being champion, but hey, I'm the best there is. You know,
he's like the old school champion, like the old school like world, like your old school worlds. In the words of Jim Ross, world's champion.
Yeah.
Where they just come out there like where they make the belt. Like, you know, most people, I think the saying is they make the belt. Instead of the belt making them.
Yeah.
He's making the belt. He's making
the belt relevant.
Making the belt relevant. Like last time we heard like the NWA title, like the last name I remember. Like I say, that when the NWA title was like irrelevant, that's when it was merged with TNA.
Yeah.
At that like time period when it was NWA TNA.
Yeah.
And like I say, like the last champions like Jeff Jarrett and Ron Killings.
Yeah.
Like now, as you can see, like a Nick Aldis who's just like I said, he's made that belt.
Well, you know, I was listening to Bully Ray talk about the NWA pay-per-view and stuff, and you know, they gave the results and stuff, and they was talking about, like, what does NWA do now? Nick Aldis has pretty much ran through a who's list of talent in NWA and stuff, so they're like, who's next to be a credible threat to him and sort of make a great rivalry with him? Because, like, NWA really has, like, a limited roster, pretty much, you know.
That's true.
So they're like, possibly, you know, if everything worked out well with the NWA AEW crossover with Thunder Rosa and the Serena Deeb, why not send some guys from AEW over there, you know, to challenge him?
You know, I think could have made a good.
Or even Impact too.
You know, would have made a good challenger for the NWA World Title, but I say unfortunately they went to the AEW.
Yeah.
I think Ricky Starks could have made like You know, Ricky Starks was in NWA before he came to AEW.
Yeah.
I think he could have made a decent. Competitor to challenge.
Yeah. I think, like I said, like even Impact, like they could send a guy over. Like, let me see. One guy that comes to mind who's really, I don't think really doing too much right now, and he was a top guy in Impact for a while. What's that guy's name? Solomon Crew.
You talking about?
I have a brain fart right now. So.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
The guy who hit Eddie Edwards in the face.
Talking about Sammy Callahan.
Yeah, Sammy Callahan. Couldn't think of his name for that. Yeah, Sammy Callahan. He's like a dangerous threat. Another guy you can send over, Moose. Like Moose and Nick Aldis battling for the NWA. Like Moose, he really brought back relevancy to the TNA title when he was carrying it around. So even though it wasn't the official title for Impact, he was still like, you know, damn, this guy's walking around with that title.
Cody ain't doing shit. They can send him back over there to challenge.
Exactly.
Even though Cody's won that title, I mean, they could send him over there just to.
Yeah, you bring eyes over there because like you're like Cody Rhodes challenging Nick Aldis for the NWA title. That was gonna bring some eyes, even though they might have done it before. I think it would help them out and stuff with that.
And like I said, it helped them in a big way the first time they did it because they hyped up like Dusty Rhodes carried this title and it was like his son was going for the title. And now, I mean, like I said, they could do the same thing.
Yeah.
I said, you know, another person I think who could have been, well, they deceased, but what's Ric Flair's son that passed? Reed Flair. Yeah. If Reed Flair was still alive, like he was still in the business, I think he would have been perfect.
Oh yeah.
They could have. I think. If they had Reed Flair, they could have did a whole Flair for the Gold thing, 2.0. They could have did Flair for the Gold.
Right. If he was still alive, I think he'd probably have a good rivalry with Cody too. Like that'd be Flair Rhodes too.
Flair Rhodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be perfect for the Four Horsemen stable they got.
Oh yeah,
in AEW.
Hell, I can send over. I know he's probably not the most well-known guy to send over, but you could have sent what's that guy's name? Damn, I'm having brain farts right now. The guy with the mohawk and Pinnacle. Sean Spears.
They don't need that job ass. He would have saying I can see it.
He was well-known name. You can even put Nick Aldis over him and stuff. But it brings some names, you know, it brings some attention.
Name value.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I doubt it'll never happen. NWA and WWE should do crossovers. Like you have, but I doubt Vince would
probably want to buy NWA after that.
I'd love to see like
he wants the ownership plus the library and that. Well, he's sort of got the library of the NWA.
It's like imagine, you know, you've mentioned a lot of NWA could have also did some. I'm surprised they did a crossover with MLW.
Yeah.
You could do like a champion versus champion with Jacob Fatu versus Jacob Fatu, or you might even have
Leo Rush, D.H. Smith come up and challenge Nick. I think he might have already, but you could have done that too. D.H. Smith, British Bulldog son, have him come over. It's so many names out there that you could probably bring in to challenge for the NWA title and stuff.
They had nobody from like Japan come over.
Yeah. Okada, Jay White, like a plethora of guys in Japan.
You know what, Drayler? What are you saying there? Talking about Drayler said they need to send over Sean Dean. They send him over there just to lose. Nick Aldis like, this is what was going to happen. I'm going to do these two moves and I'm going over it. Okay.
I don't know. I could probably see them doing Trevor Murdoch against Nick Aldis, the guy that's already in the company.
Champion versus champion?
You know, champion versus champion. And Murdoch, even though if he really the son of Dick Murdoch,
I don't think he is.
I don't think he is, but hell, like people see Murdoch versus Aldis, they're gonna think Dick Murdoch's son. So I think they're gonna probably. He's got a little bit of name recognition and stuff, so I think that probably work. But yeah, that was the main event. The results card for NWA back for the attack. I'm going to run down PWX results real quick.
What pay-per-view? What channel was that on?
That was a pay-per-view they did on Fight TV.
Damn,
it was like for $10, I believe.
That was a good price.
Yeah.